Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again at the Bitcoin market. So overall situation remains tricky here, and now late in the last couple of videos we have said that something is going wrong here, just because market absolutely doesn't support the overall sentiment that we could see on the Forex market and the gold. It's a great upside performance in relation to slowdown on the inflation in the United States. More or less stable job market, some signs of the stable consumption and so on. So, but on the cryptocurrencies, you do not see this type of action at all. So market absolutely doesn't support this overall enthusiasm that we see on other assets, and that's really tricky moment. This is a sign of weakness. Based on performance on lower time frames, on a daily chart in particular, last few times we have said that we probably will be aimed on deeper retracement first. Now we are not talking about the erasing of the overall tendency here, but at least deeper retracement could happen. And recently has happened another event that also points on some weakness on the market. By taking a look at the charts, so starting on the weekly, you already see that something is happening here. Maybe this is impact of the resistance. So recall that previously we have mentioned this resistance, which is actually seems important to us, and because it's just natural support resistance area that splits the overall trading space in the two parts. The part below the 33 area, right there, where market were fluctuating in the last couple of years, and an area above the 33-35 level. That open road to the further upper action back to the top. So at least here, if market will break it above the 35, that will significantly decrease the resistance right there in this space, and market will have more chances to just proceed higher. But currently, as you can see, market is testing and challenging existence resistance area right there, and now it seems that it's not very simple to it. Just because first test was here, but that was the target of the ABCD pattern pullback. Now this leg has to become the continuation of this one and this one. But once market return back to this top, it definitely has some problems. Also, we've got minor grabber, bearish grabber here. It is not start to work yet, but it is still valid. And well, we do not know what the external factors might be. But existence and validity of this bearish grabber, just to show you once again, right there, as you can see, tells that, well, actually performance that we see currently on the daily chart as well, tells that everything is possible right now, and chances might happen. Besides, you could see there's significant weakness in the dollar index. That's actually already is becoming the major headlines on the Bloomberg, on the Reuters. So everybody starts talking about this. The big banks start making forecasts. For example, Standard Chartered tell this might be already starting on the new downside long-term trend, and so on. But you do not see any rising of the Bitcoin on the background of weakness of the United States dollar, which also were not good sign for the bulls. Moving down to the daily chart, you could see it's actually why we're so actually worrying about the bullish perspective. If we previously said that this is bearish performance, take a look, market has shown bearish reversal candle. Recently, we've got some inspiring rally. You probably know all this mess around the Ripple. It's actually they have defeated the Securities and Exchange Commission in the court, but these actually tensions are not over yet, and reaction was really very short term. Market returns right back down. As a result, from technical point of view, we have two bearish signs. First of all, we've got the wash and rinse of the previous top, which is bearish. Second, we've got great bearish engulfing pattern on the daily chart. All these things together that I talked about on the weekly chart and here makes us think that, well, actually we do not see any reasons to cancel our idea of the possible deeper retracement. And in current circumstances, it seems that market could reach an area around 28.50, 29. It's probably 28.50 more probable. It's because here is a daily oversold, and existence of the engulfing pattern suggests that it should be some kind of the ABCD type of performance on the lower time frame. Currently, we do not see yet any BC leg, which is probably should be formed this week, but potentially, well, overall this situation looks so that downside retracement is very probable. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see probably the same things that I'm talking about, but with the more details. Here's the two washing rings from the first washing rings when it was a reversal bar formed on the daily. You could see what has happened. Market immediately has dropped back to the lows of the consolidation. Now once again, washing rings have been formed. Market collapsed right back down. So here's probably we should keep an eye on some possible pullback, forming maybe some minor ABCD to the 31 area somewhere in this level, and then some kind of the ABC top D pattern is very probable. That's the area that we are watching. Mostly the same as we already talked about it. 28.60, 29.15 is confidence support here on the 4-hour time frame chart, and it seems that if we will get this ABCD, that's also might be some kind of an agreement with the target of this ABCD pattern. That's the scenario that I think we could keep an eye on. Because currently with this performance, personally, I have no really desire to take in any long position by far. So with this kind of the reaction on the market and weakness and ability to support global trends against the United States dollar, all these points that it seems that some bullish power is housing a bit on the Bitcoin market, and it need to take rest, it need to show some deeper pullback. That's our view.